Hello everyone, welcome to Magical Me. I'm Jamie Mendez, spiritual intuitive and oracle, here with my Moonday oracle message. And this will be a message for everyone who finds themselves drawn here or watching this live, watching it back on a replay. There is, I believe in divine synchronicity, and I do believe that there's a reason that you find yourself here. So the message is for the highest and greatest good for the collective for the week of November 20th. Okay, so welcome to everybody who is new to my page. I hope you enjoy your time here. I come live onto the page and do a reading every Friday and Monday. So, definitely something to check in on. It's usually always in the evening as I am on the East Coast, so it's Eastern time. So welcome to those of you just tuning in with me right now. Hi, Courtney. Happy Moonday to you as well. See who else did we have that just popped in. Hi, Leah. Welcome, sweetie. Thanks for being here. How's everybody's Moonday starting out? Hey, Ange. Welcome. Hey, Leah. The other Leah. Two Leahs popped in. Hi, Michelle. Welcome. Thanks for being here. Happy Moonday to everybody. I hope that it has been a magical day for you all. Okay, so there we go. Hi, Brenna. How are you, sweetie? So you are all in perfect timing. I haven't started just yet. So again, for everybody just tuning in, those of you who are new to my page, this is my Moonday Oracle message. It's for the world as a collective, all of us as a one mind, if you will, or a one consciousness. Although it will affect everyone in their own unique way, the message is still kind of, generalized for all of us and how we can best get through the energy of the week, what we can expect. So it's basically just guidance for our highest good. And this is for the week of November 20th. Hi, Carmela. Welcome. Yay, you made it. All right, so really quickly, I want to get into just a couple of announcements. There's not many this week. Again, I think I'm going to wait to launch a lot of stuff until after this holiday is done. So we are in the week of Thanksgiving here in the United States. And so obviously it goes without saying that it is not just, we should really be taking a note or a lesson from the fact that Thanksgiving does happen in November. But it's really just about being grateful all the time. That attitude of gratitude is exactly what is needed in order to attract abundance and more blessings into your life. So, you cannot receive more until you're grateful for what you already have. So really just keep that in mind this week and always moving forward. Thanksgiving and being grateful is not just for November 23rd, or what is it? It always falls on the last Thursday in the month of November. So hi, Amber. Welcome. Thanks for joining in. Jillian, welcome. Thanks for being here. So for those of you who don't know, most of you should already know, I have announced it a million times, but I did a radio show live with Brandy Mullen of Goddess Light Empowerment. Every Sunday she has a Sacred Spirit Sunday radio show, and she brings light workers on to her show from around the world. Yesterday I was blessed to go live with her on her radio show. The recording, if you missed it live, you can still get the recording. I shared it on my page this morning, and so you should be able to go there. You click the link. There's an option to either download the MP3 and listen to it, or you can just go ahead and listen right there from that page. So it was really fun. I was so blessed and happy to be able to be a part of that and, share my message and a little bit of me, something that I was excited because I got to share a little bit more of myself than what I normally do. So, if you're interested, please, I would love to, if you could all just pop on over and listen to it. And then again, check out Brandy's page too. So her radio show is Goddess Light Empowerment. However, her actual page is Master Prophetess Brandy Mullen. So I have shared her link on my page as well. I'll do that again later today. Check her out. She has a lot to offer everyone. Again, just empowering women empowering women. It's beautiful. She offers various readings for everybody to partake in. She's very reasonably priced and incredibly gifted. Her and I did a reading exchange for one another, so you know, I was really impressed with her. We great energy together, clicked. So absolutely show her some love and check her out as well. All right. Hi, Tammy. Welcome. Jillian says, listen to some of it this morning with my breakfast, not caught up with it all. Oh, well, thank you, sweetie. I'm glad that you did at least try to listen to it. That makes me feel good. So thank you. Other than that, I've got my Oracle card reading course. I'm going to kick that off the first Friday of December. So I think that's like, is that next Friday already? Not this coming Friday, the following Friday. It will be kicking off again. So I'll post the event on Magical Me. You will be able to see that. For the coming year, sometime early winter, I will be having a Reiki 2 class for those of you that are interested in that and are local to my area here in New Jersey. And again, you know, just keep on paying attention. I'll be launching and announcing events and classes and, you know, all that. And I do offer a lot of my stuff online, as most of you already know that. Okay? All right, so let's get into it. So this week, I decided to call in the energy of the unicorns. So I'm working with the Oracle of the Unicorns, and this is by Cordelia Francesca Brabs. All right, and I love the unicorn energy. A lot of people, you know, they're really on the fence. They don't know how to feel about unicorns, but I say, you know, if you believe in angels and you believe in fairies, why wouldn't you believe in unicorns? Yes, Jillian Stewart, you are my unicorn soul sister. But unicorns are unconditional love. To me, they're like the angels of the elemental realm. And I say that lightly because I don't even see them in the elemental realm as much as I see them even on a higher layer than that. So they are like the angels that do not have ego, and they come in just to offer divine unconditional love. And it's said that they come to people who are pure of heart. So there's something to be said about their own heart then, okay? All right. So let's see what guidance comes forward this week for us as a collective. November 20th already. What? I am not surprised. Expansion. So before I get into the message of the card, just completely reminded me that we are at November 20th today. November 22nd was supposed to be the third and final gateway or doorway or portal or whatever you want to call it energetically that was opening up for us as a collective for the purpose of what? Expansion, to help raise our frequency, raise our energy, not only within as humans, but within the world as a collective. Hi, Linz. Thanks for joining in, sweetie. Perfect timing. The card's expansion, and it's no surprise with 1122 being a powerful number in numerology. So you've got the 11, which is that master intuitive number, the awakening number, the epiphany number, but it's also about, you know, expanding and stepping into something, a new doorway. And then the 22 is the master builder number. So it's about becoming the mason of our life. So this is really what is starting to shape the foundation for our lives. So what we can build on, what we can grow on. So this is a really potent week, everybody. But as with potent weeks, sometimes it feels a little chaotic. Sometimes it can feel overwhelming, but it's okay. All right. So it's all about breathing, grounding your energy, and just remembering that divine growth is occurring, divine transformation. What did we just come off of on Sunday for most of us, Monday for some of you, the Scorpio new moon. Again, we talked about transformation and serious change, okay? So the card itself says, spread your wings and soar. Share your message and shine your light. Show the world what you're made of. So expansion for those of you just popping in. Derek, welcome. Thanks for joining and for being here. I always love to see the male, masculine energy here, so you know, keep that up. I absolutely appreciate you being here and tuning in. So Amber, oh sweetie, you know what? with that said, Amber says that the new moon kicked her butt. You know, I don't know how to best word this, but with what was coming up to the surface was the opportunity to address the patterns, cycles, shadows, behaviors, emotions, traumas, wounds, whatever they were for you. It was an opportunity to address them and deal with them. And we've actually been getting a lot of prompts, and there's been a lot of peeling back of layers going on over the last few months. This whole past year, really, 2017 has been like, get your stuff together and let it go. But so for those of you who kind of dragged your feet with it, it would have probably hit you a little harder. For some of you who really did get a lot of the work done already, and that you're aware of that you did, you know, it was kind of a little bit more smooth sailing. You know, for me, it was divine confirmation that all of the work that I had been doing the past couple of months finally is paying off, and all of my inner stuff that I was releasing, letting go, healing, making peace with, finally bringing myself into completion so that I am ready for a rebirth, to start over, to start fresh with a clean slate, which is what was happening for all of us. So if you had more things that you weren't letting go of, like Amber, it would have been a little bit more challenging for you. But that's okay. Remember that it's all happening for a good reason. So it's basically a really great idea, Amber, for you to analyze and really reflect on what it was that was so difficult and so challenging, and make sure that those things that they're probably, you know, look at what isn't serving you anymore, and it's like, I gotta let it go. Because again, 11/22, so what's today, Monday? That's Wednesday. We are already at another pivotal point, that final push through the doorway, if you will. And it's like you're not gonna fit if you don't let go of those things that are weighing you down or holding you back. All right, so it's still making peace with it. Hi, Nicole, welcome, sweetie. Thank you for being here. So the card again is expansion. Now you don't see the unicorn feeling like, oh boy, here I go. I got another expansion happening. What's going to happen to me now? I don't want to deal with this again. The unicorn isn't doing that. What's the unicorn doing but soaring, flying high, going with the flow, allowing the light to shine and lead the way. And so this is exactly what's happening for you. This is exactly something that you can take away from today's message, is to really just go through this doorway positively. Hold on to the notion that I am transforming. I'm going through a rebirth, and the easier it will be for me depends upon how I embrace this. So that's what you can look to. Understand that you are expanding for the highest and greatest good of your own personal evolution, your own soul, but even taking it a step further, it's happening for the greatest good of the planet in itself, okay? So really, this is about you beginning to see what you're made of. I don't know about all of you, but for me, the way that it affected me was I'm starting to get glimpses of my potential, that as much work as I have been doing, as long as I've been on my journey, I haven't even scratched the surface yet. And so I'm starting to really have a renewed confidence in myself. I'm starting to really get a little bit more positive about where I'm going and what I want to do. So really take a note from that as well, and look at where you are, look at how far you've come, and then just let the rest of it go. It's not serving you anymore. So just go through that doorway positively. It's very important. We are still in that month of 11. We're still manifesting, and it's been all about the 11s this month. 11/1, 11/11, 11/22. So lots of transformation, lots of shifting. And in the process, we are manifesting. So what are you manifesting? Are you manifesting the baggage, the negativity, continuing patterns that are outdated and don't serve you anymore? Or are you manifesting new growth, limitless potential, happiness, abundance, and prosperity? That is up to you. Yep, you have the power. You are a divine creator, and you have the absolute divine potential to create and manifest your own reality. Once you realize that, your consciousness begins to expand. So expansion, expansion, expansion. It could be a little rocky, but don't focus on that. Sail through it regardless of how it shakes and changes, okay? Jillian says, with this rebirth, I'm struggling with the contractions. Woo, girl. You're literally going through it, huh? Well, you know, you can reach out to me privately. We can talk about some stuff. It's going to be, I think it's going to be more difficult the more you resist. Okay? Sometimes we think we see the path forward and we think we know what needs to be released and let go of. But then the universe throws us a sideball or a curveball, curveball, and completely derails us and knocks us off our course. And we think, but I don't want this to happen. I don't want this. And I know I can relate to that, where you think that you're okay, I'm ready, I'm good. You can take away whatever you got to take away, but then they take away the one thing that you weren't prepared for them to take away, or comes up to the surface for release, and you're like, but that's not part of the deal. Like, that's not what I wanted to let go of. But it is what needs to be. Like, remember, the universe, your higher self, whatever you want to refer to it as, it's like that mama energy that sometimes, if it was up to us as children, those inner childs, we would say, no, but I don't want you to take away, candy. But the mom would say, but it's for your greater good. It's so that you don't rot your teeth out of your mouth, right? So that's what's happening. You've just got to learn to surrender to the flow, allow yourself to grow, allow yourself to be expanded, and know that what is occurring is for your greatest good. So you can always call in your higher self, ask them to lead the way, ask them to show you. And remember, at the end of the day, it's for your it's for your ability to be able to shine. It's for your authentic self to be able to show through everything, to show through who you were, what you've done, what you've learned. And it's about really finally coming into balance with ourselves. Okay? So I hope that makes sense for everybody. I do hope the message resonates, and it is a positive one. So trust that. Go with that. Remember, it's going to be the way that you perceive it to be. So are you going to stay here in this closed-mindedness, or are you going to allow your consciousness and your perception to expand? That choice is yours, all right? Hi, Leanne. Welcome, sweetheart. Oh, that's all right, but thank you for popping in regardless and for being here. You're right on time for the mudra, which I'm just about to get to. Nicole says, I just kept crying, was so depressed this new moon and still don't know why. You're releasing, Nicole. And, it's okay if you don't know why. Your soul knows why. Somewhere subconsciously on that level, you do know why. Maybe you're just not ready to see it, or maybe it doesn't even matter. If you're flowing, if you're crying, it's a form of release, and this is good. Allow it to happen, let it out, get through it, and then pick yourself back up, dust yourself off, and step through this doorway ready to go. And I think that the crying and all of that is probably part of your making peace with whatever the reason may be that, that triggered it or is causing it emotionally. And it might not even have an emotional reason. It could just be that when we go through emotional blockage, when we have emotional blockage, it's on our emotional layer. So sometimes it has to come out on an emotional level. When we're releasing physical blockage, sometimes it comes out in a physical way. Yours is emotional, it seems like. So it's all right. Allow that process, trust it, and then pick yourself up and start out anew, reborn, okay? Brennan says, that sounds like me, knocked off course. Well, now's a great time, Brenna, to sit down and ask yourself and really examine that and see, why were you knocked off course? Was it to potentially shift your focus into another direction? Really good idea to look into that a little bit more, okay? All right. Derek says energy, positive energy. Yes, absolutely, Derek. Great point. And I can't say that enough. I can't emphasize that enough. There's a lot of positive energy coming in and flowing in. So what's happening is that when it's pushing through, trying to come in and enter your life, enter your energy, your energetic field, enter your physical body, and even in your environment, it's going to push out what it needs to make room for itself. So it's going to push out the negative energy, the lower vibrating energy, the density that's not serving anymore. So just keep that in mind, okay? What are you making room for? I've said this before, all right? All right, so now we're going to get into the mudra really quickly. I know my daughter is downstairs waiting on me, so I'm going to do this as quickly as I can, but as efficiently as I can. So mudras, what are they? So in ancient Tibet, the Tibetan monks, and I do believe they're still used worldwide, but the Tibetan monks would use hand movements and create or form symbols or movements with their hands that were Sanskrit words, if you will, that were like, Sanskrit being like the vibration that comes along with it actually does something, but they were like yoga positions for your hands. And so what they do is, along with breathing exercises, you can direct and channel energy into certain places within your physical body, your emotional body, and even your spiritual and mental bodies. So for the number one being for stress relief, for the removal of blockage in any of those layers that you have, and for expansion, for awakening. So they have physical benefits, emotional benefits, spiritual benefits, and mental benefits. So really they are the potential of what you can achieve, what mudras can do for you is limitless, all right? So the deck that I have is Mudras for Awakening the Energy Body by Alison D. Nicola, and this deck also has chakra cards in it. So still, you got that great opportunity to find out what mudra you most need to assist you moving forward and unblocking whatever you might need to, but also what chakra needs your attention the most. So really interesting. And why I pull mudras for everybody is to go hand in hand with the weekly message. So you might be thinking to yourself, well, how am I going to do or embrace the message that she had for Moonday? These mudras allow you to take your power into your own hands and start to do something to assist the process. So when I set the intention to receive a mudra to assist us with the energy of this week. So maybe you need assistance surrendering to the flow. Maybe this week we need assistance in expanding. Whatever it might be will come out exactly as it should to assist us this week. Ooh, we've gotten this one before. I love this. Brilliance. And it is the Tejas Mudra. Angie, did I say that one right? Tejas. Obviously it's green, so it does, for me, resonate on a heart chakra level, but it's not limited to. But with the heart chakra, it's interesting because it's been coming up a lot lately, the past 2 weeks or so, even to the point that I woke up one day and I just had this epiphany, and I was like, and I think some of you have heard me speak about this. When it happened, I was like, I have to talk about this, and I have to share my message. I woke up after having a dream or something that basically told me I needed to start to rely on my own self more, to trust in my own intuitive abilities and my own divine connection to source. So that doesn't mean that your angels and your guides and your totems aren't necessary or relevant or that they're bad. Not at all. That's not what it means. It just means that at some point in time, we've got to take off those training wheels and we have to learn how to listen to our own higher selves, our own authentic selves, the part of us that is still connected to source energy. How do you do this? Through your heart, not through your mind, not through your ears, but through your heart and through your soul, and you will know, okay? So brilliance is the mudra coming up this week. It assists with your inner light, your focus, and your radiance. It directs breath to your heart, chest, and ribs. It assists the immune system and awakens and uplifts energy. It sounds like that's a perfect one to go along with expansion this week, doesn't it? So what you're going to do, this one's pretty simple. You're just going to bend the two, so put your hands together, Bend the 2 index fingers, softly touching them together. See how I have them bent? Bring the thumbs together, facing upward. Okay? And then spread the other fingers apart wide. So it's like you're holding a lotus that is opening up within your hands. Okay? Hold the mudra in front of your heart. So just a little bit out in front of it. And then you're going to relax your elbows, drop your shoulders, close your eyes, and just follow my guidance by taking in a deep cleansing breath through your nose. And release through your mouth. And as you release that breath, direct that energy of yours into the area of your heart center. Take another deep breath in. Once again, release the breath, focusing the energy as you do within your hands and your heart center. Last one, take a deep breath in and release. And focus your heart beginning to open like a lotus and expand as you do. And you can state, I embrace the radiant brilliance of my loving heart. I embrace the radiant brilliance of my loving heart. I embrace the radiant brilliance of my loving heart. And so it is. Okay? So now if anything, that should ground your energy, help you feel nice and calm, get you into a really good space. I felt my energy get pulled down and grounded, but at the same time, I felt something beginning to open up within my third eye chakra, and I felt my heart starting to expand. So definitely goes along with that expansion this week. I'm going to take a picture of this. I will post it on my page. Feel free to save it, share it, do what you need to. Save it onto your phone or whatever device you watch on so that you can take it with you and use it all week long. This is going to assist the process, okay? And Angie Walters of Crystal Essence Healing is my lovely, my twin sister over here. She's not my really twin sister, but you know, an energetic twin sister. So we call ourselves. She is helping us out over here as she is my mudra expert. She says it is illumination. It is the fire mudra, igniting authentic heart light and heart prana. This is wonderful. This is exactly what we need. We've been igniting fires the last 2 weeks all over the place. Sacral fire, sexy fire, heart fire. I love it. All right, everybody. You are so welcome, Laura. Thank you for being here. Thank everybody for tuning in with me. As always, your love and support means the world to me. And I'm going to see you back here, God's willing, Fortune Friday. Have a fantastic week. And remember,